Hello. Right. Oh, is that level? Right. Hello, and welcome to Rue Gaming. Now, it's Challenge Rift 145. I've not really been on much during the week as of late because obviously with isolation and everything, it's working from home, so I've not really had the chance. And when I have got off the computer, I've kind of not come on the computer straight away afterwards, sort of thing, or later that night. Tomorrow we're doing another stream with Jack, but I'm going to give his character a little bit more of a boost because instead of looking for the Helm of Leon to get him up to level 60, I'm just going to push him to level 70, and then he can just level Paragons with me. He doesn't need any additional boost he collect. He would have already had all the skills unlocked. One of his biggest complaints was catching up and level and stuff, so with the Paragons he's not going to be getting any major thing there. No skills or whatever, so I mean he may seem a bit competitive with it, but I'm going to try and get him all interested into the actual doing the journey, the season journey now. We'll be doing it together, so I thought if we just jump straight in there tomorrow that'll be a lot better. I'm going to do the Challenge Rift. I'm then going to do that, and I'm then going to log in on my character and do more than that. After I've finished doing some season journey stuff for Jack tomorrow, I am going to be doing something else. I'm not entirely sure what yet. I'm thinking of rejigging the channel a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm not getting as many views on streaming, probably because of the time of night I'm doing the streams. It's just, I can't really help it really, it's just the only time I've got available with real life and everything. And I'm certainly getting a lot more interest on more videos on YouTube. So just something planning. I'm going to finish the season journey and the Wilson stuff first on this, and then move on. Basically. But yeah. So anyway, it's Challenge Rift 145, and it's the Monk. And the Monk was the first character I ever played in Diablo 3, and it's going to be a relatively similar setup to what I was playing, but with the tier set, the actual probably gear for it. How do I call it tier set? That's the phrase from Warcraft. It's going to be the actual season set, is what I'm looking for. Yeah, but so yeah, this is a Monk with the set, and I played it without, so there we go. Right. First things first. Start with the cube stuff. It's non-seasonal in season, so let's set it up. So what we got here? Zodiac ring reduces the remaining cooldown of one of your skills by 1 second every time you hit with a resource spending attack. Yep, every time that hits, cooldown 1 second. Nice. Freaking Wind gains 2 stacks every second and does not deal damage to any enemies. Okay, a weird one. More stacks. I think this is probably going to be a stack. Like more stacks, more damage you do, or something like that. Okay. Damage Tempest Rush increases by 600% when your Tempest Rush hits 3 or fewer enemies. It gains 100% critical hit chance. Okay. Now then. Go for the non-set items first. Royal Grandeur Ancient. Nice. Reduces the number of items needed in the set by 1. Aim the trap, increase damage against elites, and reduce damage So it reduces movement speed of enemies within 15 yards by 30%. Oh, sorry, increases damage into enemies. Oh, I'm getting the gems mixed up. I need to read them properly. Doesn't have the glasses. But increases damage against enemies under the effect of control, impairing effect with 31%. Gain all that reduced movement speed to enemies within 15 yards. There we go. Aim the striking each attack against an enemy increases the damage it takes from your attacks. 36%. Gain 25% increased damage against bosses and Rift Guardians. Cool. Right. Confliction of elements. Element rotation does more damage now. Imagine there's going to be some elements at play here. There's 157% without elements active, basically. Nothing new there. Mantle of Channeling. While using Whirlwind, Rapid Fire, Strafe, Tempest Rush, which we will be using, blah, blah, blah. Deal 23% increased damage and take 25% reduced damage. We're pretty much going to be using that constantly, I've got a feeling. What else we got? Vengeful Wind increases maximum stat count with sweeping winds by 10. Right. This is definitely going to be a stack damage boss build, so 10 extra plus the default you get. Gains 2 every second. Okay. Hitting the Tempest, so one Kim Law. Okay, I'm probably murdering that one, sorry. Ancient again. Hitting the Tempest Rush activates Cyclone Strike, and both skills deal 558% damage. Good. Good. Enemies take 7. Sorry. Scissors Memento. Is that how you Caesars? Okay, Caesars Memento. Enemies take 708 increased damage from your Tempest Rush and more Tempest Rush damage for 5 seconds after you hit them with blind, freeze, or stun. Okay. Now the sets. Crimson. Oh, Captain Crimson's here. They generates 6,000 life per second, reduces cooldown of all skills by 20%, reduces resource cost of all skills by 20%. Deal damage dealt is increased by your percentage of cooldown reduction. Damage taken is reduced by your percentage of cost reduction. That's a good one. Then we have Hayuk. Gain 4.24 increased damage for 1.5 seconds when you spend resource on a challenge skill. Effect stacks up to 10 times, gain 2% increased armor every stack. And then we've got the actual main one. There's quite a few ancients on this. How many ancients we got? We'll go over that set. Let's just go the ancients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ancients. Wow. Okay, so this is the set. I'll just go ancient. I'll try to play this the first time around. What we have here, let's see. Your damage taken is reduced by 50% while Sweeping Wind is active. You've got to keep Sweeping Wind active, okay? Every second, Sweeping Wind spawns a decoy next to the enemy you hit that taunts nearby enemies and then explodes for 1000% weapons damage for each stack of Sweeping Wind that you have. So then, while the stacks are up and it's going to be minimum 12 at the moment, could be more, could be 13, not sure. You basically got this thing where if you hit an enemy, you hit an enemy, it's a decoy, it taunts them and explodes. That's going to be going constantly. And then Tempest Rush. The rest of them I don't use. The Tempest Rush has its damage increased by 1,500 for each stack of Sweeping Winds. So if I've got 10, that's 15k. So obviously that's going to be even higher and higher. So it's keeping the stacks of Sweeping Winds up. I'm basically annihilating everything with Tempest Rush. That's the gist of it. Now what do we have to help with this? Your single element resistance from items is increased for all enemies. 40%. Okay. Moving 25 yards increases your damage by 20% for 6 seconds. The more you move, more damage you do. And then assault, you deal 20% more damage to enemies that are blind, frozen, or stunned. Okay, so more buff. Reduced all cooldowns with another 20%, which marries quite well with this one. That's 20% plus 20%, which gives me damage reduction. Significant damage reduction. And then we've got our abilities. Right, so Tempest Rush, that's the one we're going to be using most of the time. Charge through enemies, dealing cold damage to everything in your path. So there's a cold cycle. Every time that kicks in with the cognitive elements, I'll do 200% extra, so I need 57% extra damage. That's cool, that's cold damage. Then we have Sweeping Winds, one you could keep up. Surrounds yourself with Holy Vortex, so Holy, whenever Holy's there, it should be doing damage, but that says it doesn't do damage. So it's just keeping stacks up, it's kind of redundant. You gain Spirit when the Vortex is 3 or more stacks. So the 3 stack plus 10 is 13.
Those who do nothing will become nothing.
Then Cyclone Strike. Mystical Force pulls enemies towards you and blasts them. That's not got any buffs on it. I'm missing something. Cyclone Strike damage increased. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hitting a Tempest Rush will activate Cyclone Strike, and both skills do 558% increase in damage, so that's getting buffed. I probably won't need to cast that then, because it's going to be cast automatically, so I don't actually need to cast Cyclone Strike. It's an automatic cast when I hit enemies with Tempest Rush. That's cool. I don't need to worry about it then. That's automatic. Because of this weapon. That's pretty cool. Now, what's next? Empathy. You have Epiphany. You have an Epiphany increasing your spirit regeneration per second and enabling your melee attacks to be instant dash to your target 15 seconds. Right, so I need to basically use this on cooldown. And the cooldown will be reduced because of the ascending ring. If I hit anything with a resource spending ability, I'll get cooldown. And I need the cooldown to be concentrated on Epiphany. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Mantra. You stay while active, you and the allies gain greatly increased resistance to all elements. Hopefully I won't need to use it because then I can just activate it and forget about it. It should auto start actually, it should automatically activate. Or maybe I have to use it once and then it'll get all passive. I don't know. And Sweeping Winged. Surround yourself with holy water.
Yitar, guide my path.
You gain spirit when the vortex is at 3 or more stacks. And then, Blinding Flash. Blind all enemies nearby for 3 seconds. You deal increased damage for a short duration after using Blinding Flash. It's on cooldown, doesn't use any resources, so I can just basically spam that. And it'll do more damage. Spam it on elites and stuff. That's good. Now, one of your skills. Right. I only want to use this on elites and stuff then. But I need to move that, otherwise I'm going to be doing it by accident. Right, okay, I'm changing my skill layout as I usually do. I'm going to put Tempest Rush on my move button, because it just makes more sense. I'll put Epiphany on my second button. I will put Cyclone Strike on 4. I will put Mantra on 3. I'll put Sweeping Wing on 2. 1 will be Oh, I've got that wrong, haven't I? Oh, Blinding Flash on 1. And Epiphany on right. Selected the wrong ability, basically. That's better. So we move around, Tempest Rush, then casting Epiphany. Yeah. Well, let's try it and see how we go.
Glory awaits at the end. Dare to claim it.
I must wait to use that ability. My injuries are
Oh, it dropped off.
Find harmony in your abilities, Neverland.
is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. Break beneath the endless tide. That ability is not yet recharged. Not enough spirit. It is not ready yet.
See that enemy over there?
I must wait to use that ability. Feel the wrath of Yitar! That ability is not yet recharged. I don't have enough spirit. It is not ready yet. The storm breaks. I need spirit. I must wait to use that ability. I don't have enough spirit. Feel the wrath of Yitar! Not enough spirit. It is not ready yet. You are defeated. That ability is not yet recharged. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. ready yet. A vicious strike.
Minutes. That's not bad.
A great success.
Cool. Right. So. Counts.
Find harmony in your abilities, Neverland.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged. This fight is over. It is not ready yet. The gods strike through me. I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. This fight is over. That ability is not yet recharged. yet recharged. It is not ready yet.
Oh wow! I absolutely smashed that. Excellent.
A great success.
Oh my word. 3 minutes 27 seconds. That is gonna be my best time at something like this. Some of these other times, like 1 minute 35 seconds. Oh my god. Wow. That. Bloody hell, that is some speed those people have got there. But yeah, that's a good one for me though, to be honest with you. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Right, so right, switching accounts again. While I'm doing that, that's the end of this stream. I'm going to start another one shortly. So, be back very soon.